When many people see a scene like this, they assume the workers are cleaning up sludge. But those black masses are actually nori, the seaweed we eat all the time. A lot of people react by thinking, that's disgusting. I'm never eating nori again. What they don't realize is that this is nori at its freshest, just harvested straight from the sea. Farmed nori usually grows attached to large mesh nets. Once it reaches maturity, special harvesting boats scrape the nori off the nets. Right after harvest, the seaweed has an extremely high water content. Piled together, it looks pitch black, sticky, and muddy, so it's hard to associate it with food at all. But once this black sludge is transported to the factory, it goes through repeated washing, impurity removal, dehydration, drying, and pressing. In the end, it becomes the clean, dry sheets of nori we're all familiar with. From the ocean to the table, every step reflects the meeting of humans.
Even the hardest stick of wood, if you toss it into this wood chipper, will instantly be shredded into a pile of wood chips. So why bother breaking good wood into tiny pieces? Isn't that a waste? Not really. Most trees that aren't suitable for solid lumber end up being chipped into wood scraps. And these wood chips are the main ingredient for making engineered wood boards. You see, only certain types and sizes of wood can be cut directly into solid boards. Trees that don't meet the standards need a second round of processing. Some of the better quality wood gets veneer sliced, rotated, and cut into thin sheets to make plywood. Of course, not all wood chips can make boards. Rotten or decayed wood, even if chipped, is usually only good for making paper or as a growing medium for mushrooms. And it's not just wood. Bamboo goes through a similar process. It's sliced into thin strips, then compressed under high pressure to form bamboo boards. What might look like waste at first actually ensures that every single tree is used to its fullest potential.
When this branch gets smacked, it shoots out a perfect white cylinder, which people found a clever way to use, as it's a plant found in Asia called tongkao, and from the outside, it looks like a normal stick, but inside is a solid white core that comes out in one clean piece, as it's a sponge-like material that's densely packed together. And since it never rots or decays, the Chinese have traditionally used it for one thing specifically, because after they slide a skewer through the center, they slowly rotate it while carefully slicing it into a thin sheet, as this makes it into a natural form of paper, which they carefully cut into several pieces so they can be painted and arranged to create a realistic flower that lasts forever.
Why don't American builders do it like this? In Japan, the way they apply cement is completely different from what you'd expect. You probably think they just slap it onto the wall. They don't. The first layer goes on slow. Not thick, not rushed. They're only doing one thing, making the wall flat and stable. Halfway through, you notice something strange. There's wire mesh hidden underneath the cement. That mesh isn't decoration, it's the wall's real skeleton. Once the cement wraps around it, the wall stops being a fragile shell and becomes one locked, solid structure, and they still aren't done. After the first layer sets, they add another layer, fiberglass mesh. This is the part most people don't understand. The wall already looks strong, so why add more? Simple. Crack prevention. When temperature changes, vibrations, or small movements happen,